Hi, this is Foodie Phil, and today I'm making some red enchilada sauce. Now, I'm not a formal recipe guy, so what I do is first figure out what spices I want to add to whatever I'm making. I start small, and then I build up the flavors as I continue to taste all the way through the process. So for this, I start with 2 packages of New Mexico chili pods and 1 package of Guajillo chili pods. Now, these are the dried ones. So what I do to soften the pods, I put them in a large pot, cover it with water, and let them soak. To speed things up a little bit, I turn on the burner of the stove to a very, very slight heat. And after several hours, and as much as overnight, these will be soft and pliable. From here, I remove the stems and some of the seeds and put them in a Vitamix blender with a few scoops of the water from the pot where I was softening them, and then I puree them. Then I saute a couple of rough chopped yellow onions, several teaspoons of minced garlic, and I cook that down until the onions are translucent. Now, the spices I'm using are cumin, oregano, pepper, paprika, a touch of brown sugar, cinnamon, and cardamom. Now, except for the paprika and the cinnamon, I start with a tablespoon of each of those, and then for the paprika and the cinnamon, about a teaspoon. And then I keep letting it cook, and as I keep tasting it, I add more. Now, note that I did not add salt. I do that after I add the chicken stock because that stuff can be a little bit salty. I keep stirring the onion garlic spice mixture until the spices become much more fragrant. And then I add in my chili puree. Now I add in 2 15-ounce tins of San Marzano tomatoes, which are my favorite, and 1 15-ounce box of chicken stock, and I stir everything really well, and I simmer it for, I usually cook all of my sauces for about 24 hours, but that's just me. You can do less, but I really like how flavors meld when something has been simmering overnight. After tasting it, it needed a little extra kick, so I added in some chili powder and some cayenne, also a little bit of sea salt, a little more cumin, and some more oregano. Using an immersion blender, I smoothed out the sauce, and I wasn't happy with the thickness, so in another pot, I took a couple of ladles of the sauce, added some flour, about 3 tablespoons, and I created a smooth paste and let that cook for about 10 minutes to get rid of that raw flour taste. I added it back into the main pot, and then using the immersion blender again, I got that sauce silky smooth and let it cook for a few more hours to both thicken and for the flavors to meld. After that, I canned all of this sauce using large ball jars for some homemade enchiladas this weekend. This is Foodie Phil. Please like this video and follow me. Thanks.